Welcome back. I'm Connie Colosi, Director of Media, Text, and Digital Learning, and I am here with Kevin Hockerbrook, Technology Integration Coordinator for the Department of Digital Learning. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
We have been visiting Curlew Creek Elementary and watched Technology Integration Coordinator Laura Clark working with a classroom there, and now we are going to get a chance to talk with a teacher at Curlew Creek.
Yes, so Dr. Colosi, so what we see here, we'll take a look at Ms. Sajak, and we have an opportunity to interview her as well as some of her students. So it's really exciting to see the students or hear the students' perspective in this.
Very good.
Well, it's more interactive for the students. It's hands-on, so they're up in front of that board and they're manipulating and they're moving things and interacting with it. So it kind of puts it in their head a little bit more. We like to get manipulatives up on the mat or up on the board. We use the eye tools, and they just love to move things with doing the graphs and stuff, like just being able to go up there and write the numbers on there. All of the kids can see that, and it's just, yeah, we like to do that kind of stuff. We love to play games on there. We like to do the Fusion Go lessons on there where they can go and, manipulate. We've got the Go math games that the kids like to get on. So if they're working with like number sense, or they're working with, like we just did place value. So I can send them onto the smart board usually when I'm doing some sort of intervention, and those kids will go onto the smart board and they'll play the game that goes with that particular strand of learning. So, but yeah, there's other things that we do on there, like with Go Fusion with the science. We watch the videos, and then it's interactive with them being able to go in, and manipulate, like they have to classify what animals are. So here's the mammals, here's the amphibians, and they have to move what each animal is. So it's, I don't know, it just imprints it more in their head, I think. The biggest difference is just the kids are more engaged. So the smart board helps to engage them a little bit more, and you get more of a feel of who really is getting it and who isn't getting it. You can also do different lessons within the smart board with the apps and stuff where, the kids are, they, click their answers. So you really kind of know who's getting it and who isn't getting it. And then, you get an idea of who you need to work with more. I don't know what I would do without my smart board. I didn't have it for a day after Hermine, and I swear I felt like my left arm was gone. And, all of my lessons are on my smart board, and when you don't have it, you definitely miss it.
Michelle talks about how the Smart Board engages the kids and helps them play games, and one of the newest things on Smart 16 are the preset games that are in the Smart Mixer. And once the kids are in the Smart Mixer, they're playing a game and they're practicing their knowledge, and it also allows the teacher to send that preset game out to different devices. They use a classlab.com. They go to, it's just web-based, they type in a code, and the game that is playing on the board is on their individual devices. So maybe it is a little less intimidating to answer and practice something that they're not completely sure of, and it's certainly engaging if it's on a one-on-one device. At the end of the lesson, we kind of impromptu asked the kids to verbally reflect on their learning and what their experience with the Smartboard lesson. And their answers were hilarious. They didn't get a chance to practice, so it was very honest and right out of their out of the mouth of babes about what they thought about the Smartboard.
We can watch videos on it. We can see things better. And I like when we get to drag things around or do certain programs, because it's fun, because we get to participate and not just sit there and watch. I like that we get to drag things around, because if we were like using a pencil, it'd be hard to erase it because we'd have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And if we keep getting the wrong answer, it'll look pretty messy. But on the Smartboard, you can drag it around anywhere and it won't look messy at all.
It helps me learn because, like, when we do science or math, and when we do the Science Go Fusion lessons, it helps me understand more. And when I can understand more, I can write some better reflections. Actually helps me understand more better, and like it helps me understand a lot more better in math because we actually get to like go up and do it, not just write it down on pencil and paper. I liked it because she actually helped me understand it, and when she helped me understand it, I could do my math page quicker.
And we wouldn't know that if we didn't use the smartboard, so how would we answer any of the questions?
I think it helps us with science because whenever we watch like a fusion thing on the smartboard, and it's easier to watch it on a smartboard than on a little iPad or something because it's bigger and we can do like experiments on it. Like, I like using it because sometimes you can, like when we're doing math, you can go up and draw on it, and it's easier to see, like I said. So sometimes you get picked, and you can draw answers or do fun stuff on it, like activities, and watch videos on it, and I think that's fun. I thought it was fun because you got to pick what kind of technology device that you use, and you got to go up and draw some stuff and see what other people like, not just what you liked.
Kevin, I noticed that the kids seem to be really excited about their opportunity to collaborate with each other. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, as we just noticed, we saw a lot of interaction, but the interaction was centered around smartboard usage because the kids really get excited with the different resources and materials that are available with the smartboard. So they get involved, they get excited, and then they have an opportunity to take what they learned, that excitement, that engagement from the smartboard, and then put it to use. So what we were seeing kids really collaborating with each other, but all of it was based upon that smartboard lesson.
So, you know, teachers are busy. They got a lot on their plate, and to take time to learn something new, integrate something new into their lessons, what support can we offer to teachers who might be interested in developing more of this into their classroom?
So with teachers that already have smartboards, we offer smartboard training that's available through PLN. So they have the opportunity to sign up. They can contact our department through either email, phone call, or maybe just word of mouth from someone else and find out the times for training. We're preparing to establish or to get ready an online training. So if they just really want to go through and find out new resources that's available, or to maybe get a refresher, all that's an opportunity. Even if they don't want to do that and they want to call us and say, hey, I really want to know a little bit more, but I only need a few minutes. We can come out to the schools. We can support schools, individuals, students, anybody who wants that support. We're available.
You have talked before about the Smart Exchange. How is that
Yes.
available to teachers?
Well, Smart Exchange is not new, but they're constantly updating the resources. And Smart Exchange, you simply go to a website, or within the Smart Notebook software, you can actually click on a link and it takes you directly there. But what Smart Exchange is, it provides teachers resources as far as lessons. So they don't have to recreate lessons. They can filter, find what they need, and just modify it and customize it to their specific needs.
All right, and other resources in addition to Smart Exchange?
So teachers have what we call Smart Lab or Smart Mixer, which is a part of the Smart Notebook software. What that is actually a game. It's interaction where kids can participate. They can have really great competition. They offer mobile-enabled devices to interact with the smart board. It ranges from kindergarten to high school, so everybody has that opportunity. It really gives a teacher a good formative assessment to really assess where their kids are at that particular time. So they don't have to wait till they go home, come back and say, okay, where are you today? They actually know that information, which really makes teaching great. It makes it fun for the students and really for the teachers as well.
Well, we hear a lot about we need to include formative assessments.
Yes.
Sounds a little scary.
Well, formative assessment, well, as you previously know, I was part of that coaching piece where I dealt a lot with formative assessment. And really, formative assessment is just finding out how much your student knows at that particular time, and really just changing your teaching so that you can support either that one student or many students. So it's not really scary, but it's just an interactive way that we can engage our kids and determine where they are in the learning. So it's a really good technique.
And SMART is a great tool to help us do that.
Wonderful tool, yes.
So a lot of resource here, a lot of resources in the hardware and the software, in the training. How is all this made possible?
Well, when we think about what it takes to put a smart board in the classroom, it's expensive. It's not something that if we think the technology is great and we want it at home, we'll probably bypass it because it is so expensive. It's made possible through the Pinellas County citizens, through referendum. It is completely funded through referendum from, I'm assuming from beginning to end, training, what we do is provided through Pinellas County referendum, so it's a great opportunity.
So that is a big thank you to all the taxpayers here in Pinellas County. And I want to thank you for joining us in Digital Learning and learning more about our exciting Smart Board project. Join us next time.